How's it going, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of Blast from the Past on Legacy Pursuits YouTube channel. I'm Angelo. We're going to be jumping back to last fall, 2023 in Illinois, where I had the opportunity of harvesting my first doe on the property. I bought this property in 2021 and I've just been tailoring it the past couple years. So it was an awesome hunt. I had a bunch of family around to enjoy it with. So hopefully you enjoy this video. So I went into this hunt knowing that there was a group of doe coming through around 6 o'clock, 6:30. And I also knew that there are a couple shooter bucks in the area. So I run trail cameras year round. And the one shooter that I was going after was Primo. Unfortunately, I didn't know that he was dead 500 yards away. I'd end up finding his carcass and his dead head in December. So I was basically hunting a ghost. But I also had another shooter Friday the 13th, and he was on the family property and my property, here and there. He was coming pretty frequently in July, August, September, and then the beginning of October, and then our corn came out, and I didn't see him again until the middle of November, and I didn't see him for the rest of the season. So I knew there were some shooter bucks in that area, and around 5:30, I look up ahead, and sure enough, here come, a couple younger deer.
All right, everyone, all set up in the stand. I'm at my stand that I call the intersection. Had a lot of deer down here this morning, a lot of does. Sounds like they're picking across the way. So, a lot of deer have been coming through here around 7 o'clock, at least the shooters. And last legal shooting line's about 6:40, so we'll see if one slips up, and I'll keep you posted.
So after letting those bucks pass about 5:30, 5:45, I looked to my left and I have a trail coming right up the middle of the property. And sure enough, those three does were working their way right towards, I had a watering hole, but it, dried up, unfortunately. Walking their way right to that watering hole. And they were actually gonna start to go behind me. So I got the camera adjusted, as you can see in the video.
Oh, I'm shaking so bad. What an evening, Sid. Worked out perfect.
And I let that last one go through and made a great shot on her. Unfortunately, when I got down there, the arrow was covered with blood, as you can see in the video.
Oh. Where'd she go?
What we're talking about, boys. Full pass through.
But there was no blood afterwards. So tracking her, there was no blood. My thought behind it is she had so much fat on her because the rec rod had opened up perfectly. The cut was fantastic. But there was just so much fat on her where it just closed it up. She didn't go maybe 50, 60 yards, but I had no clue on what direction she went just because I had so much brush, as you can see in the video. So it was basically me just guessing. So I gave it a couple hours. I backed on out. I knew it was a good shot. I replayed the footage, maybe a tad high, but I knew I clipped both lungs. And we went back a couple hours later, and I apologize for the upright video of the recovery, but you could hear the emotion in my voice, you know, when my dad found the doe.
Yes, Dad. Thank God, Dad. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, Dad. Oh. Oh. Did it open?
I don't know.
Oh. Thank God. Oh. Thank you, Lord.
Like I said, you know, that was my first whitetail that I put down on my property. My goal last year was to harvest a doe early and then hopefully start to chase some of those mature animals later on in the season. Like I said, I didn't see Friday the 13th show back up. I'm hoping he shows up this year. I normally have him in July when he starts to pop back up, but I have a buck last year called Guy. This is his shed. My cousin Mike actually found the shed. Great looking deer. He was on the property left and right, and I'm hoping he looks a little bit bigger this year. So I think I saw him come back in velvet. It's a little too early to tell, but I'm 90% sure it's him, and he does look really nice. So he's gonna be my #1 target for this year, or I might even put Mike on him since he found the shed. Just want to thank you for tuning in. I had a blast filming the hunt last year. Hopefully this year we're able to get some more hunts on film and overall just have a good time. Just remember that when you're up in the stand, don't make it a job. Just have fun filming, have fun being outdoors, and just be blessed and thankful for every day that we have to actually hunt these amazing animals. So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode.